So today is April 21st, and we are voting in Virginia on gerrymandering. So in 2020, a law was put in, and we had this independent council, this independent commission that does redistricting. So it's a nonpartisan redistricting. It was put into the Constitution of the state. And then President Trump came out and specifically requested that other states give him seats that he felt he was entitled to. And so in kind of reaction to that, the Democrats who are currently in power, as a result of Trump being elected, have decided that we need to kind of react to that. And so we're going to essentially gerrymander back if this passes. And all of the Republicans here are very upset about this. Notably, even folks like Rob Whitman, Ben Klein, and Morgan, whatever, who all conspicuously voted against a federal anti-gerrymandering bill. So that was put up back in 2021, I think. And they all voted against it at that time. So it seems like the Republicans aren't actually against gerrymandering. They're just against gerrymandering against them, right? And people are saying, oh, well, you know, this is a state issue and the Texas thing is a federal issue. Okay, of the people who are saying that we shouldn't do this, of the people who are saying that gerrymandering as a whole is a bad thing and should be avoided, what did you say when Trump asked Texas to gerrymander him new seats? Did you have anything big to say about that? Did you go on Facebook and type out a long poll talking about, or a long post talking about how gerrymandering is terrible? No, you didn't, because then it was working for you. And this is kind of the find out stage. So if this passes, then yes, the representation in Virginia will not adequately match the voting population of Virginia, just like it doesn't in like Virginia's first district where that Rob Whitman, where he is. That is about a 50-50 split, but it's represented by Mr. Whitman, who votes exactly down the Trump line. So that is not an accurate representation of that district. And then so the state will be a reflection similar to that, except for it will lean Democratic. You know, the Second Amendment folks are always out there talking about how if we outlaw guns, the only people who have guns will be criminals, right? Well, right now, the only people who are gerrymandering are the Republicans. And so if we don't fight back against that kind of fire with fire, then we never get any real gerrymandering control. And yes, we absolutely do need a federal law prohibiting gerrymandering. And yes, it is actually legal to do that. I know people want to say that the elections are supposed to be done by the state. Well, if you actually read Article 1, Section 4, then you will see that there is a thing in there that says that Congress can pass laws. It's the same thing as the SAVE Act. That is Congress passing a law to talk about how elections are held. So if you're okay with the SAVE Act, then you have to also be okay with a federal gerrymandering ban, which is what we need. And yes, even though we are doing the gerrymandering thing or putting that up for vote right now, that is a step towards a federal gerrymandering ban, which is what we need. So get out there and vote.